Late last year nang pinakita ng Ford sa buong mundo ang next generation ng Ford Ranger. Nagkabulungan agad sa Facebook groups. Kailan ba ito darating sa Pilipinas? I can't wait! Sabi ng mga nagpipigil mag-upgrade ng pickups nila. Well, just March of this year, the all-new Ford Ranger was launched in Thailand. Lapit lang, di ba? Ilang jeep lang yan. Kaya naman ngayon, ang content manager namin na si Jacob Oliva ay pumunta ng Thailand, courtesy of Ford Philippines, para matry ang bagong Ford Ranger on and off the paved road. At hindi lang basta dirt road ha, nag-drive sila sa isang closed course na ginawa specially for the all-new Ford Ranger. So, aantayin nyo pa ba ito? Hindi na, syempre. Jacob, pasok!
Well, thank you, Stan. And tama ka dyan, we're now in Thailand, in the land of smiles, in the land of Pad Thai, the land of Tom Yum, and of course, the land of the Ford Ranger, kung saan ginagawa yung pickup truck for the ASEAN countries and Australia. So, why are we here? Well, Ford Philippines wanted us and a handful of media personnel to try out the Ford Ranger before it arrives in the Philippines. So this is gonna be a first look, a first drive of the pickup truck before dumating sa Pilipinas. Now, kailan siya darating sa Pilipinas? We're not sure. Actually, I'm on my way now to the briefing area before the drive. And from what we gathered from Ford Philippines, they're saying that it's gonna be coming to the Philippines very soon. Now, how soon? June? July? August? We'll see.
Kotse ba? Philkotse na.
As we promised, what we have now is the new Ford Ranger. And dinrive namin siya sa off-road. As you can see, sobrang dumi niya. Sobrang dumi na niya ngayon. Kasi we had to go through this. An off-road track prepared by Ford for us, the motoring media. So I'll give you a quick walk around with the car just to give you an idea of what you can expect with a Ford Ranger na darating sa Pilipinas very soon. Okay? Okay, so this is the wild track, the 4x4 wild track in white. Or now it's two-tone, it's orange na yung baba. But what you can expect is this, the C-shaped na LED daytime running light, biometrics LEDs. Sabi nila it's smart, it can detect, may kasalubong siya, it will not go dim, but it will turn off the LEDs that can blind oncoming traffic. So that's one of the features of this very smart truck. So up front, not sure if you can see this, but this is actually the Ranger is actually looking very wide and muscular, as opposed to before na medyo panaro tong nose na to. The Ranger actually has a squared off shoulders or face, and sobrang broad ng shoulders niya, sobrang muscular dahil pinamacho lalo ng Ford tong wild track. Now sa wheels naman, we have gray alloys. This is actually gray, now it's red, but it is gray for the wild track. And the turn signals, and here's the side. Mahirap makita yung design with this ganito kadumi, but it has actually lines there, and then may silver sa baba, and then sa taas silver din, and then silver garnish dito sa sports bar sa likod. Okay, now this is actually a nifty feature ng Ranger, which is the parang apakan. If usually kasi mga truck owners, if may kukunin silang gamit from inside the bed, they have to step on the wheel or the rubber. But with the new Ranger, yes, it has a nifty na apakan, which is pretty cool. Now sa likod, redesign na yung dati block shape yan. Now it has a kind of a design, LEDs na rin yan, and then nakalubog yung Ranger na nameplate sa tailgate. Just cool. It's just medyo it's it's a throwback to how trucks mga trucks dati, yung mga nameplate naka-emboss sa likod. Silipin natin, dito kami dumaan kanina. Look at that. Actually, there'll be B-rolls of this track. Panoorin nyo kasi it was hell lot of fun. Okay, we're tagging Tussies now with the Ford Ranger. I'm with Ford's communication director, Mr. EJ Francisco, who's taking the video now. And hello, we're driving the Ranger Sport, which is powered by a single turbo 2.0 liter single turbo diesel engine. Alright, this is of Thailand on the way to Krabi Patty. Alright, so we're now at our destination, almost?
Yes. It's called Rangerville,
Ah, it's the Rangerville. So
where you'll have mga pit stops.
they
Nine.
they named the place.
Ba't ba ako nagsispiel?
And yeah, as you can see there, if you can see the trail, it has clay. It's a red road. Buti na lang mud ready ako ngayon. Na sapatos. So I'm ready to get dirty. And yeah. Yeah, yun na, putek. So, let's see. Okay, sa loob tayo. And remember, we're in Thailand, so right-hand drive. That's right side yung steering wheel. If you ask me of the experience of driving a right-hand drive vehicle, well, it was fun and scary at the same time. But mabilis lang naman yung it was really easy to get used to. But here's what's inside the Ranger. Teka lang. Yan. O, diba? So, you have a digital cluster. Full na siya. Hindi lang analog sa gitna. Which was the design before. Now, it's a full LCD. Maganda yung display. Malinaw naman. And, yeah. And then, when you go here, makapansin nyo, the air vents, the aircon vents, they reflect the design of the grill, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Another thing na makapansin nyo, sa wild track, May mga soft touch materials dito and here. And then this is the redesigned layout sa loob. Okay? And then for the Ranger 4x4 wall track, you have this, the huge 12-inch infotainment system sa gitna ng mukhang tablet. But what I like about it is, since may Apple CarPlay siya, Android Auto, nandiyan na lahat ng functions actually ng sasakyan. For the Ranger Wild Track, may nakahiwalay pa rin aircon controls for the aircon, which are, you know, tactile and madaling kapain while driving. Sabi nga ni Stanley, mas okay pa rin yung kinakapa, di ba? So, back to the steering wheel, you have the high-tech features such as kita-kita. Yeah, you have adaptive cruise control, the lane centering function, which is actually so good to use in traffic. Then here's your audio controls. Now, there's a bit of a cool thing dito sa Ranger, which is any variant, ganito na yung pambukas ng pinto. Oh, cool, di ba? Alright, so there's the passenger side. This is actually, pwede mo siyang buksan ng ganang gamit. And then this and that. Now, pull tayo sa likod. Okay, the back of the Wild Track. Black pa nila, black headliner, leather, everything. They're soft actually, and looks durable and easy to clean, especially that this is a cool off-roading machine. Wild Track pa lang to, hintayin nyo na lang yung Ranger wrapper. And then of course there's a armrest with cup holders. Legroom, I'm 5'6", that is my kind of comfortable driving position, and I think okay naman siya. It's not cramped, though hindi na ako makakapag-slouch masyado. Side naman, I mean okay naman, but side na siya, but it's okay. And then you have aircon vents here and a USB port there. Before I forget, the Ford Ranger wall track is powered, this one, the wall track 4x4 is powered by a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine, which is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, may mga variants na may single turbo, may automatic, may manual. But all in all, it's going to be a diesel affair, an all diesel affair. Well, at least what we have here is that. But Ford said nung launch ng Ranger, mayroong gasoline and may diesel. So let's see kung anong dahil sa Pilipinas. But yeah, it's time to go back to the guys. So you've seen it, you've seen what's inside. Ganun pa rin yung sa door handle. Let's go back outside. Okay, it's starting to rain, but wala makakapigil sa akin kasi babalik pa tayo sa Philkotse. But yeah, this is the new Ranger. Hintayin natin dating sa Pilipinas. You're not sure how soon, but what Ford said was very soon. So as I've said earlier, it's going to be probably June, July, August, somewhere around those months. Alright, this is Jacob again, Jacob Oliva, the content manager of Philkotse.com, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Talaga namang wild ang all-new Ford Ranger in terms of looks, features, and capability. Take note lang, hindi pa sure ang mga features na maisasama pag nilaunch ito dito sa Pilipinas. So may chance na ang ibang features na sinabi ni Jacob ay hindi natin masisilayan dito. As for the launch date, nako, isang magandang tanong yan. Hindi pa sinasabi ng Ford Philippines kung kailan talaga nila sakto dadalhin dito, pero very soon daw. So kung nag-iipon ka for a new pickup truck, kapit ka lang at antayin mo na siguro to. I'm your host Stanley Chi with a special report from our content manager, Jacob Oliva, na nagpapaalala sa inyong lahat na i-follow nyo ako sa aking YouTube channel at ako naman ang tulungan nyo magkaroon ng 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. youtube.com/StanleyChi. Meron akong Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Kumu. Meron din akong podcast, Underpaid with Stanley Chi. Kinig na't mag-subscribe. So paano ba yan? Kita-kits tayo sa next video dito lang sa Philkotse. Bye-bye! Thanks for watching! For the latest news, reviews, and anything you want to know about cars and car ownership, visit philkotse.com. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify para hindi ka huli sa usapan. Tandaan, kotse ba? Philkotse na!